Hey, what's going on, everyone? So in today's video, we're going to be taking a look at the GameStop exclusive Gaming Greats Rocket Launcher Trooper from Jedi Fallen Order. So I've been looking forward to this figure. I mean, it's a stormtrooper, he's got a pauldron, and a rocket launcher. Can't go wrong with that. And of course, this comes in the plastic-free packaging. Star Wars The Black Series up top. You got a pretty nice render of the figure. Got the Gaming Greats logo there. Here we have Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order and Rocket Launcher Trooper. On this side of the box, you get a picture of what's inside. So you get the Trooper, rocket launcher. There's his height, 6 inches. Gaming Greats logo up top and plastic-free packaging there. There's the side with the artwork. It's a very nice picture. I think that's supposed to be Zepho in the background. It's pretty neat. I do love the color for the Gaming Greats line. There's nothing on the top except for this funky cardboard hook. There's the bottom, barcode, logos, and some very small print. And there's the back, same picture as the front. Short bio in various languages. This trooper's number 22 in this Gaming Greats line, and then you got all this stuff down there. And the bio just says, Rocket Launcher Troopers are specialized stormtroopers serving the Galactic Empire's campaign over the galaxy. These deadly soldiers are armed with a long-range RPS-6 smart rocket launcher. All right, I'm gonna get the Rocket Launcher Trooper open, and let's take a look at him. All right, so let's see how this is packaged. Hopefully no surprises. Hopefully. That open. Cardboard tray. Okay. Figure's wrapped up like that. I'm assuming this is the rocket launcher. Yeah. In this little bag. This thing's bigger than I thought it would be. Wow, that thing's actually pretty long. And the figure is in here. So this has this some nice Gaming Greats tissue paper. Roll this boy out. Okay. He's kind of deformed in the package, his feet. That's an easy fix. Okay. It's a good looking trooper. It's on the new Stormtrooper body. Pauldron looks good. All right. I'm pretty happy so far. Let me take this guy in the other room and let's get a better look at him. All right, so let's take a close look at the Rocket Launcher Trooper, and I don't want to spend a whole lot of time on the figure because it's a Stormtrooper. We all know what they look like, but let's take a close look at the helmet first, and it's a Stormtrooper helmet. The lenses have a slight green tint to them, yeah, kind of like that. Now the mouth grill, this side's very sharp and very clean. This side, I got a little extra black right there. They went a little heavy, and it's kind of messing with me, and I got a little silver there bleeding over. Yeah, from a distance, it's not too bad, but when you get right up on it, that is really bothering me right there. Comment below if you got a good one. But apart from that, I mean, the paint here, there, the black line going around, everything else looks great. That's what the back looks like. Very clean, yeah. From the neck up, it's a Stormtrooper helmet, and it looks just like it's supposed to look. So moving on to the pauldron, it looks fine. Now this thing does move around. You know, you can give him a bib if you want to. Yeah, it does wiggle around, but the sculpt there is very nice. The color is great. Kind of a very vibrant reddish orange color. Yeah, I love this. And there's not much going on in the back of the pauldron. And from the neck down, it is a Stormtrooper. There is nothing new here. We've all seen it. You know, the black dots, I should say, look very clean there on his abdomen. And got a little gray paint back there on the thermal detonator. Apart from that, it is Stormtrooper armor. So being on the new Stormtrooper body, this figure has excellent articulation. Side to side of the head does move the pauldron around. That's a little aggravating. Yeah, you're constantly having to put this thing back where it goes. Now, as far as head down, the pauldron does get in the way. Head up is still there, and the tilt is still there a little bit. Yeah, as far as arms around, if you grab the shoulder pad, you can move everything together because the shoulder pad will get off center. They go up all the way. Shoulder pad will just flex out, and the butterfly joints are just amazing. I love that. Single elbows that get way past 90. That is always a plus. Swivel at the elbow, swivel at the wrist. You got a nice up and down hinge on the right hand and a side to side hinge on the left hand. As far as midsection, swivel, some pretty good crunch, some very good back, and some very good side to side tilt. And if you rotate the thighs all the way out, the legs can get up that far. It's pretty impressive. They go out, yeah, pretty far. They go back pretty far as well. You got to swivel at the thigh, swivel at the knee, single knees that get up to there, feet go down that far. They only go up to about right there, and you do have some swivel. So the articulation is just as expected. very, very good. But the main reason for this video is this rocket launcher. I mean, this is why I bought this figure. So this is the RPS-6, and it looks good. It's very accurate to the game. It's got some great detail throughout. It's cast in sort of almost a gunmetal, sheen. It looks great. Front and back, it just has a really just cool look to it. Now, if you were to do a search for the RPS-6 rocket launcher, there's a scene in Rebels where Gregor has one, and it's a little different. And I found a shot of a clone, a Phase 1 clone holding one, different shape. But this one is definitely accurate to the game, okay? Right? All the details are there. But one thing here, this little bit right there, really gets in the way of posing him with it. This thing loves to run into the forearm because his hand has to go there, right? This is where the trigger is. This sucker here is right in the way. And if I zoom in on that shot from Fallen Order, this thing right here is much shorter. Much shorter. And that would help. That would be nice. I mean, you could easily just cut this thing off. But I'll show you what I'm talking about in a second. But apart from this gripe, right there, it's a very, very cool weapon. And this is what I'm talking about. If you want to slide his hand through there to get his hand on the trigger, this thing right here just runs right into the forearm. It is really in the way. I mean, you can flex it out of the way, but somebody didn't quite think that through. I mean, you can sort of have the right hand there and then put the left hand, well, it's kind of weird. Hang on, stand by. Yeah, you really have to force the right hand there because this thing right there is just all over the forearm. Yeah, kind of difficult. And of course, it's knocked the pauldron all wacky. Yeah, it's very fiddly. I mean, you can sort of park the right hand right there and have him holding it like this. And from this angle, that does look pretty good, right? That is not bad, but it is very difficult trying to get the right hand all the way around the grip back here where the trigger is because of this little bit right there. I am tempted just to get rid of this, just cut it off right there because it's not doing anything. It is just, it's an obstacle. Yeah, but that's what that looks like. And he does look good holding it like that. And this new Stormtrooper body kneels well. So if you want to have him kneeling firing this thing, I think that looks very good. Yeah, that's actually a nice look right there from all angles. Even from that side, you can see the pauldron a little bit better doing it like that. I like that. Yeah, this is a great looking weapon. I mean, the detail throughout, the scope up there, all this fine detail in here, back there is just, just neat. Very, very cool. Now, I do wish they would have made the tip hollow. That would have been a nice touch because rocket launchers, I mean, it's a tube. It would have been nice to have that hollow. But, as a whole, it is a very cool weapon. All right. I don't want to spend too much time on this guy because it's a Stormtrooper with a rocket launcher. I'm going to go put him on the shelf and let's see what he looks like there. And there we have it. And yes, this figure looks amazing on the shelf. Even though he's a Stormtrooper, he's got a pauldron, but man, that rocket launcher really adds a lot to this figure. I haven't decided if I'm going to keep him standing or just have him kneeling because the kneeling pose does look pretty sweet. But yeah, it's a good looking figure and you can see how he scales. He's about the same size as the Scout, maybe a smidge shorter than the Flame Trooper. But yeah, he does look cool. I am pretty happy I picked this up. So bottom line, I like it. I just have him at a relaxed stance right now, and that looks pretty good too. But yeah, the right hand on the grip is kind of screwy because of this little bit back there. And again, I may just cut this thing off. It's not doing anything. But I mean, it's a Stormtrooper with a rocket launcher. You cannot go wrong with that. What's not to love? And the fact he's got a pauldron, that just adds to it. But overall, yeah, it's a pretty cool figure. It's a pretty cool figure. It's also a relatively short review. I didn't want to spend a whole lot of time on this, but yeah, comment below. I want to hear from you guys and let me know what you think of this rocket launcher trooper from Jedi Fallen Order. And if you enjoy videos on Star Wars The Black Series, please consider dropping a like on this video, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and please turn on notifications. I'd certainly appreciate it, and I just thank you all so much for watching, and we'll see you all next time.